Today we got first looks at over 60 new Funko Pops, Bitty Pops, mystery minis, and more. And everything we're going to be going over today is actually dropping on Monday the 19th around 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST on most sites. Everything today is going to be common releases, and then we should be getting some exclusives too, but we don't have first looks at those. I'll give you guys an update when we do. Now guys, two things before we get started. I do want to ask the question of the day, which is, if you weren't collecting Funko Pops, what would you be collecting in its place? As well as we have a quick video sponsor today. I found this one-piece chopper grail over on Whatnot very easy. Literally with the swipe of a button, as you're seeing with Ken Kaneki here, it's that easy to shop on Whatnot. Now, if you haven't put it together yet, Whatnot is one of the largest live auction apps and websites out there where you can buy and sell collectibles. And as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of buying, but I also do selling. And you can actually find me on Whatnot this January the 24th at 5 p.m. EST. I'll be going live on the app, hanging out with you guys for a couple hours, selling things and giving things away. And on the topic of One Piece, we're gonna have signed Funko Pop giveaways. So make sure you join me on the Whatnot app using my sign up link down below in the description box and pinned comment. That'll get you a free $15 off your first purchase on the app, and bookmark my show. Okay, we have a lot of fun stuff to go over today. So first up, for Pop video games, we have a brand new license that we've never seen before, and that is Silent Hill here. So we actually have a couple different games and boxes, which is pretty fun. So we have Alessa there from Silent Hill, then from Silent Hill 2, we have Bubblehead Nurse, as well as Pyramid Head. Then we have James Sunderland, and then from Silent Hill 3, we have Heather Mason, as well as Robbie the Rabbit. I do actually think these turned out pretty good. A lot of people seem very, very excited for them. I think the only real complaints I've seen about this set was on Pyramid Head, because a lot of people felt his head felt a little too big compared to the body mold, as well as there's just not enough blood on the figure. Other than that, I think it actually looks pretty solid. Let's face it, for a Funko Pop, that doesn't even look like a traditional Funko Pop, so I think they did a pretty good job considering what the character looks like. It's a little challenging. But I do think this is a huge video game license for horror, especially for Funko to jump on, so I'm really glad that we do finally have Pops for it. Now, another one that's not in the video game line, but it's technically from a video game, we have a Batman Arkham Knight here, and this is Batman with the bat signal, so he's kind of just like hanging on top of it. This is a sound effect Pop too. As you can see, it takes two AAA batteries, it does light up, and it's supposed to make sounds, and Batman's kind of like cut up on there right under his cowl. I love how this turned out. This is probably one of my favorite Batman Pops. I still think it's kind of weird that they decided to put this in the Heroes line rather than the, games line, given it comes specifically from the Arkham Knight game, but either way, we got an awesome pop out of it, so it really doesn't matter. But yes, this is probably one of the best Batman Pops out there, genuinely. Okay, next up for my anime fans, we had a couple new announcements. For One Piece, we kind of have an incomplete announcement, and I'll explain in a second. So we have first looks at the new pre-time skip Pops of Brook with his sword out, as well as Water 7 Frankie, which I think turned out so excellent. I'm so excited for that. And then finally, we have Nico Robin there, which is actually from Jaya, right around Sky Island. And then finally, we have Kuro, which is a specialty series exclusive, which you can get at most places like Entertainment Earth, for example. Now, I'm really loving how these turned out. I think they did a great job designing these. I love the fact that Nico Robin's using her Devil Fruit in this one too. That's a great addition. And the Frankie and Brook ones are top tier. So Brook here, if you don't know, we did actually know what this pop was going to look like for years. And they actually ended up using the same older concept art that was canceled. They just changed a couple things on it, but it's still pretty similar. Now, the reason I said that this was an incomplete announcement was due to the fact that we're actually missing a couple Pops. So among the exclusives that are expected for this wave, which I believe Bon Clay is expected, so stay tuned. That's pretty fun. Just a little teaser there. But we're actually expected to see a new Doflamingo, as well as Chopper with a chase. But so far, those look to be delayed right now, so we don't have any first looks at the moment. Oh, one cool thing about Frankie actually is the Funko artist has a sample in hand, so we actually have an in-person look, and it looks just like the glam. This thing is so freaking cool. Now all we're missing for Frankie really is a superpose, so hopefully that's next. Now, alongside the Funko Pops, we actually got some new mystery minis and Bitty Pops here. So for the mystery mini side, this is from Fishman Island, and we basically just got all the Straw Hats there, as well as a bronze Nami kind of variation of the regular version. So I think these actually turned out great. They have a lot of character and detail to them. Brook looks awesome too, so this is a great looking set. And then for Bitty Pops, those are actually the last set just in single form, so you can buy individuals if you want a specific character. And then it also has a new Kuro kind of like I almost want to say like a galaxy painted edition. I don't really know what to call that, but yes, that is the new addition to that set and kind of almost like the chase or rare of the set. Moving on to some other new announcements, we had Solo Leveling Wave 2. This included new characters like Baek Yoonho, then we have the Sung Jinu versus Cerberus Deluxe. So what they actually did with it is kind of similar to what they did with Hoshina versus Kaiju number 10. They made Jinu a biddy pop essentially, and then making him tiny next to the Cerberus to kind of create a mini moment in that deluxe style, which I think actually is awesome. Now, a few other new characters we got included Woo Jin-chul there, as well as Go Gun-hee and Choi Jung-in. So, out of all of these, I think Choi Jung-in and the Cerberus Deluxe are the best ones. The other ones are just a little plain, especially compared to what the characters do. Like with Baek, you can do him transformed, which I think we're supposed to see an exclusive of that, so stay tuned, guys. However, I think just most of these turned out just kind of basic, unfortunately. So here's hoping maybe they do something else in the future. And that does seem to be the general opinion of most people that I've seen talking about these new solo leveling pops, is that they're just pretty generic and plain. And while I do feel that way, I still think it's really nice that we got practically a full wave of new characters. Moving on, for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans, we had 3 new pops. This did include Jonathan Joestar, Joseph Joestar, as well as Cars. So 3 brand new characters, which is great. I would say the only one that I'm not huge on is Jonathan's hair. It just looks a little weird in the design overall, and then I think the poses could have been slightly better. Other than that, I think they do look pretty nice. Now, if you don't know, this does now make 3 waves of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Funko Pops. We do actually have a 4th wave coming later this year with a few more new characters, and then I think we're expected to see an exclusive announcement in this new JoJo's wave today that I just showed you, so stay tuned. Okay, moving on to a couple other new things we did get includes Rambo movie pops. So this did actually include Rambo and then Rambo First Blood Part 2, and then we have 2 variations of him with different weapons. You know, it's pretty funny about the Rambo pops, because I was looking at them yesterday and today, and then you know how people say, oh, they listen to your phone and listen to you in your phone? When I went on like TikTok earlier today, I got Rambo, like random videos in my feed, and I was like, okay, come on. Futurama fans, we have 4 new pops. This includes Hermes as well as Amy. Then we have Sexy Scruffy, which is just so hilarious with the plunger. Man, they went all out with that one. And then we also have Super King Bender. This is a pretty good looking set for Futurama fans. Let me know if you guys are grabbing these. One more new pop we got today included Star Wars here, and we have a Star Wars Legends of Darth Vader in a full white design with the red lightsaber and a gold base. I don't really know too much about this particular Darth Vader and why he's this color, so if anybody can fill me in, let me know. Now our next section here is going to be Biddy Pops, Funko Pop Keychains, and Mystery Minis. So here's a look at the Biddy Pop single lines that we did get. So basically we've had all of these announced, but these are single versions that you can buy, or full cases. So this includes Naruto, and it does have a new Golden Might Guy pool you can get in there. We also have X-Men with a brand new Iceman pool in there, and then finally My Little Pony, and on the right there is that 1 in 24 pool you can get. I don't know the exact character's name. More Biddy Pop items includes Biddy Pop arcades here. So we had some Jurassic Park, we also have Mortal Kombat, X-Men, Marvel, and then finally TMNT. I always think these are pretty fun, but it doesn't seem like people are too excited for this round of Biddy arcades. Let me know what you think. Skibbity Toilet fans, we have a new Biddy bot here of the Titan Speakerman. That is definitely a pretty chilling looking pop. Like, the overall design looks really cool. I was just surprised we were going further with Skibbity Toilet. It's definitely an interesting one. I thought we were going to leave in 2025, but hopefully it's selling well for Funko. TMNT fans, we do have a new mystery pocket pop keychain set. This includes some of the Turtles, Baxter, as well as Casey. Lilo and Stitch fans, we have a couple new pocket pop keychains of 626 Stitch, Stitch and Pineapple, and Stitch in the Tube. And then we also have a new mystery mini collection featuring Stitch and Angel. So guys, that catches you up on all the latest announcements and drops for Monday the 19th next week. Again, these will be going live for pre-order around 9 a.m. PST, 12 p.m. EST on most sites like Amazon, Entertainment Earth, GameStop, etc. Pretty much anywhere that does get common Funko Pops. As far as all the exclusives that are expected, I'll update you guys as to where and when you can get those, hopefully in tomorrow or Sunday's videos, so stay tuned on that. But for now, let me know what you guys think about all of the new announcements, and let me know which ones you're most excited for. I do want to let you guys know that tomorrow's video is going to feature a ton more new Funko Pop announcements for next week for Wednesday's drops, so make sure to look forward to that and subscribe and click that notification bell if you're new here to stay up to date. That aside though, thank you so much for watching today's video. Hit the like button down below, and as a reminder, make sure to check out today's video sponsor, Whatnot. If you haven't yet, there's a link down below to sign up. I am going to go ahead and end off the video here though by saying a big shout out to all the awesome Patreon supporters of the channel. You guys are amazing for supporting myself and the channel. If you guys are interested and want to check out the Patreon, the link is down below. We have a Patreon and Discord where we share a lot of information, news, restocks, updates, links, and more. And finally, make sure to follow me on all my social medias at Skittlerampage over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page so you can stay up to date. All right, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. See you guys later. Bye.